Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TCA episode 5. What's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today?
I'm pretty good, man.
Miserable.
Oh, damn.
Why is that?
I dropped my last ice cream earlier.
Oh, shit.
Drop your ice cream?
Yeah, bro.
I hate it when I drop food. That's
It's been so long since I've dropped
that's
food.
a topic. That's
Yeah.
a topic. What is your first reaction when you guys drop like a full plate or bowl of food?
Dude, I remember one time I was playing Roblox in my bedroom
I
when I was in, like, middle school. My mom gave me a plate of hamburger helper, and I was so excited. I sat down and just spilled it all over myself. I was like, bruh. And I had carpet, and for the next 3 years, there was a fucking stain of hamburger helper in my carpet because I couldn't get it out.
Bro, I literally just started cussing. I ain't gonna lie.
I remember I was young enough, I started crying. I was like, come on.
I just sit there, whether I'm sitting or standing. I'll be sitting there or standing there, just looking at the mess on the ground.
Just
for like
I literally just
10 seconds and just like process what the fuck just happened and then get mad after. That shit sucks though.
I can literally explain to you my reaction right now. I can just demonstrate. I can look at it for like a couple seconds, like. I just look at it and be like,
because you have to have time to accept the loss of food you just witnessed. Like,
okay,
I can't eat that anymore. Like,
come on, man, I was hungry.
It's like emotionally the same as like someone like giving you a meal. Like, look how nice this meal is. Psych, motherfucker, this ain't yours.
It's emotional abuse, bro.
I dropped like an actual meal on the ground. I had a couple like stuffed peppers that were just made in the oven with like ground beef in them and onion and stuff. It smelled delicious.
Did your carpet smell delicious?
Yes, I ate my carpet. This was a few months ago.
Bro ate the carpet.
Think of like the size of just like your standard fry grenade. It's basically the size of.
Oh my god!
Peppers. And that thing,
I have a story.
Dropped on the floor and it rolled on the floor just like a grenade. And I almost like ducked for cover. No, I'm joking.
I haven't.
That was so funny because it like bounced.
Did you put some hot sauce on that carpet?
I'm gonna let you guys finish this topic, but I have a shockingly relevant grenade-related topic to bring up after this. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
We
blew up another boat.
That was
we did, but that's another topic. Don't worry.
That was the last time I dropped like an actual meal, and that shit sucks. Especially when you pay a lot.
It makes you sad.
If it's like takeout, and you.
Oh, that'd be the worst
sucks
ones,
so much
bro.
because you sat and waited for 45 minutes.
Exactly. Whereas if it's something like, I mean, regardless, it sucks either way if you drop food on the ground. But if it's like a takeout, that's the worst. I'm talking like takeout from a restaurant, so you know it's like better than anything you can make at home because it's coming from a really good restaurant, and you waited for it already. So then you waste all that time waiting, and then you gotta clean up the food that you were supposed to eat, and that's easy.
It'd be the worst when you're like at work, right? You order a pickup from this place, you get it, go home, and you're expecting to eat. And as soon as you get home, that place you order from, you drop it.
I've never done that, but I pray I never do, because that would hurt my feelings.
That's because you don't have a job.
I order. What has nothing to do with it? I just don't drop takeout, I guess. But
like, me neither.
I've dropped food before, but I've never dropped takeout.
I'm really bad for dropping drinks.
DoorDash drivers or like people on Sonic on the rollerblades. They're going towards people's cars because you know what Sonic is, right? The fast food place.
Yeah, I've never been to one, but I know what it is.
They deliver if you order like from your car to get it delivered to your car while you're outside. They come outside in rollerblades, the workers, to hand you the food. And there's multiple videos online. You should look it up. It's pretty funny. Of Sonic workers just completely eating shit.
I knew it.
And dropping drinks or whatever food.
Dude,
one video
that
I remember. And this guy
I need to see that.
He had like 2 trays of drinks and he's balancing them on his hand like he's at a restaurant, like a server like this.
Yeah.
2 trays of drinks. And mind you, those drinks probably cost those people like a good, I don't know, $20 to $30.
They'll remake it though.
Yeah, they will. But this dude is coming. He comes barreling out in rollerblades like it's fucking Roller Kingdom. Meanwhile, it's Sonic with 2 trayfuls of drinks. And this man, like, I think he trips over the curb, and the drinks, the window was open to the car that he was delivering.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Go everywhere, all over the car, all over himself.
I need to see this clip, bro. I need to see it.
That's
I'm looking
technically, if
this
you
up.
brought that
Let
to
me
court,
find
that's technically a crime because spraying a random person with an unknown liquid
me-
is it's an actual crime.
Let me find it on YouTube. Hold
Like,
on.
I think
This is great.
I don't even think telling the person what it is still makes it not a crime. Like, I'm sure you'd have to prosecute that, but imagine like you're that worker, you accidentally spill it, and then they go after you in court for spilling a miscellaneous
Oh, this
liquid
one
on
here.
me.
This is the YouTube short. I'm gonna share it right now in general.
General.
Or the chat. Why is the webcams disappeared? What the fuck? Why am I black screened? I can't see my webcam and I can't see your
I
webcam.
can see.
Hello?
You can see. I can see.
Oh,
Are we watching this together? What are we doing?
No, I'm. If you guys want to watch it,
I'll play it for the video.
yeah.
Dude.
I almost want to go to Sonic just to hope something like that happens.
Close your window. Step 1. Sorry, I let me roll down my window really slowly. All right, we're good. Sorry, I just want to make sure. You know, fucking barrel into my car. Dude, I thought it would be at night for some reason, and like in an open parking lot. I was not ready to see that man just eat shit straight into the dude's fucking car.
I've seen some funny fast food drive-through videos of people just pranking the drive-through workers, or like homeless bums like next to the drive-through speaker where people order food, like begging for food or begging for money or something.
My favorite one
Yeah.
is when FPS Russia drove a tank to a McDonald's. And like fucked up the drive-through because it's tank, and it destroyed the fucking parking lot and shit. And yeah, I think you had to pay for it, but it was worth it because that video was funny. So you have to pay 11 grand to the city. Yeah, that's fine. It is fine, comrade. The video was good.
more than 11 grand and views though.
Yeah.
I honestly prefer, if I'm gonna order, I feel like going inside and ordering is fastest, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Especially if the drive-through has a few cars, and if it's a few cars deep, because that's what most people do nowadays is drive-through. A lot of people.
I don't like drive-throughs.
I really don't like. I'll obviously
They're
I'll go
okay.
through a drive-through if I have to, but if I have a choice, I'll usually always just go in because in my experience, I find that it's faster. And
It is faster,
honestly,
but
it's more
never,
reliable.
it's
Because,
never an
like,
issue of that.
if they
Like,
mess up your food, and you go through the drive-through. If they mess up your food and you get home, and that food is wrong, like you're screwed. Whereas if you go in,
the
you can
only
check it before you
difference
even leave.
is the only difference for me is I only go inside if we don't want to park. But like that's it. We go through the drive-through if we want to stay in the car the whole time. And I check my food immediately anyway in the drive-through, or right out, like as soon as we like pull out of the window.
I mean, I do too, but I feel like going inside is faster because, like I said, everyone goes through drive-through now. So I've noticed.
I don't mind sitting in
that
my car.
inside is
I guess it's more like I'd rather the off chance of having to sit in my car than having to stand in a line. But I get you. There's usually not a line on the inside, and I think it's because most people think that and go through the drive-through instead. So there's not a line inside. But
like reverse psychology.
yeah,
So 90% of the time when I'm eating, it's like after work. So I always like if I know what I want to eat that day, I literally just do a pickup for like the time I get off of work. Cause all the shit I eat is literally less than a minute away from my work. I just go in there, pick it up.
when
And
I
leave.
was uptown at that game store, that was my favorite thing to do. A couple times he was like, "Can you get a sub?" And it's like, "Fuck yeah, I'll go walk down the street and get a sub. It's awesome. I'll eat a sub."
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, "What do you want?" Like, that's the question I wanted. Because now I can get a sub. 'Cause I'm doing this.
There's only a few things near where I work, but I get them so much. Like there's when you pull in, you can go into the right. There's a Subway on your left, and if you keep going straight, there's literally a Mixi's, which is a Mexican restaurant. And then if you keep walking down, it's like a whole thing. Mixi's, there's a fucking O'Reilly's and a fucking a Carly C's.
O'Reilly.
It's literally all in the same
Photo
fucking
works.
thing.
Watch the video get fucking flagged now for copyright.
No, bro.
But alright. I have a topic that John reminded me of as he was speaking, and I want to bring up, and I want to change topics. But this one, I don't know how long this topic's gonna last because I just thought of it right now. I saw in the fucking news, I think it was CBS, the craziest story I've ever heard of. This kid, probably, it's sad, granted, but it is crazy and ridiculous. This, I think he was like an 11-year-old kid, was in his room and accidentally detonated a fucking frag grenade on himself and he died. Okay.
Why did he have a frag grenade?
Good fucking question, and that's really not been addressed in the news report at all. No one seems to have been answered that question. Where the fuck did he get a frag grenade?
And why would he have him that close so that he could actually detonate it?
Detonation.
The topic, and it was sad because there was not one call, the family found him, whatever. It was real sad. He was in the house with his parents and fucking accidentally blew himself up. And all the reports were like, he collected antique toy trains and model planes, but that was it. They never said he collects fucking antique frag grenades. So why the fuck did he have a grenade?
It was probably in the collection. He probably collected like old school World War shit.
But how did he even?
But
that's regulated. It like legally, you need to go through a process to obtain those
Oh
things.
yeah.
So how was that obtained? What?
Bring out the black market.
Don't you have to pull the pin to detonate it?
Yeah, and release it and let the spoon drop. But he probably thought, honestly, look, granted, if I had a grenade in my collection, if my dad was like, here's a cool grenade, you can put it in your collection, and I would assume it's deactivated. Because why the fuck would my dad hand me a real grenade? And how would my dad give me a real grenade? He doesn't have the ability to legally buy those. So I'm assuming that was this kid's thought process, but it was a real fucking grenade that blew up and killed him. And my question was, where did he get the grenade? How did he get the grenade? And who gave it to him?
No one knows.
Maybe it was just one of those. Maybe he bought like a prop grenade, but somehow got an actual grenade.
That just wouldn't happen. Those two production lines are not the same.
It was eBay, bro. Trust.
What happened, John?
No one actually knows what happened.
I don't think. Well, it just happened. I think a couple days ago. So it's still being investigated. But in the news report I was looking at, no one was saying who got the fucking grenade.
And let me guess, Florida.
I need to fact
Or
check.
Texas.
Every time I want to look at my phone, I'm using it as a fucking camera. Someone, let me do it.
It's got to be Florida. That sounds like a Florida man story.
I'm looking it up. I got it.
Kid. Come on. Okay. Kid blows himself up with frag grenade. Why is it not immediately popping up? This literally just happened a couple days ago. Okay, let me look on YouTube, because Google is just sending me pictures of Ukraine war footage, and that's not what I'm looking for. What the fuck?
All I see is boy 12.
I just saw this.
This is 4 years ago.
Yeah, I saw a video did it get taken down from literally yesterday. It was a news station. I need to find this. This is annoying me now. Teenager accidentally blows himself.
That's crazy. Of course, it's Reddit. I see a news article that says primary school evacuated after student brings in a grenade for show and tell. Jesus.
Where is this, dude? I literally saw it earlier today. Now I'm mad. I can't find it either. And I'm getting no results. Am I being censored? I swear there should be a lot more results.
Bro, just...
I literally watched it earlier today on the news, but I didn't fucking save it. I didn't think I'd have to. I thought it would just immediately pop up when I fucking searched that up, but I guess that happens.
3-year-old walks into house carrying live hand grenade.
I don't know. I can't find it. I'm sure it happened in some fucking Iowa or some shit. It was somewhere in the Midwest, I thought. But I'll send the video if I can ever find it. But yeah, that was ridiculous. I'm annoyed that I can't
hold
find
on.
it.
Seattle?
Was it yesterday or like this week?
12-year-old son who was killed when a grenade exploded in his bedroom.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Um,
Seattle.
Family had just moved into a new house outside Seattle. They were in the garage, and their 3-year-old son was playing on the front lawn when he found what he thought was a toy, but it was actually a live grenade. Shocked parents,
What?
Zane and Amanda Gilbert, say their son Damon is alive and well.
What?
2 weeks ago, Inside Edition spoke to the grieving parents of a 12-year-old son. What?
Yeah, I'm so confused now.
I think it's merging two things into one paragraph.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
Because he definitely didn't. It was definitely in his room. But
That's kind of wild.
yeah, that's what I mean. It was very unclear. I saw a video of that report, but
I
yeah,
don't really see anything either.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on with that story because John just got two stories merged together that definitely weren't the same. And the report, I feel like that was an AI article. Probably that's probably what happened. Low key. I bet you that's what it is. But
Hey Siri, is it dangerous if I pull the pin on a hand grenade right next to me?
Hey, bro.
Yes.
Hey, doesn't know the answer, bro.
just imagine if it's a real person.
Yes, it is extremely dangerous. A grenade will arm it, and it will explode after a short delay, causing fatal injuries to anyone nearby. Do not handle grenades unless you are trained and in a controlled, safe environment. If you're in immediate danger, seek help from emergency services. That was from
911. There's a grenade about to blow up right next to me.
I have a grenade, but I don't know if I should detonate it.
John, the fucking police are
Bro.
about to show up outside.
You gotta get swatted by yourself, bro.
The FBI is watching through my webcam right now. Like, should we send
Yeah,
these
bro.
boys
Come to
out?
your front door now. We have a warrant for your arrest. Yeah, sorry, that was
I'm
the,
just
that was
wondering
the topic. But sorry, what?
how does that even happen?
I don't know. That was the same question I had. I'm like,
nah.
how does this even begin to occur? Where did you find?
School? Maybe someone.
No, I know what happened. I know what happened. He had it on his nightstand, right? He was sleeping, rolled over, and his hand was out of the bed. Phew! Oh no!
No, there was no. Oh no! From the reports, it was just an enormous
It
explosion.
was just
from a
an
12-year-old
explosion that his parents heard and was
Maybe
like,
it
"Oh
was
shit!"
he went to like a military museum or something.
That's what the
And-
report made it sound like, but that
and,
still wouldn't
like,
happen.
It was like a
No.
piggy bank or something that he thought it was.
My whole point is those
Or-
grenades are very tightly regulated by the military or people or gun store owners, people who have the means to produce arms. You weren't allowed to sell them to anyone else.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm saying, what if it was mistake? Like, so a store was selling it as like a piggy bank or something, and they didn't know it was an actual grenade, and somehow the kid bought
More
it.
likely, they were selling it as a prop grenade or a deactivated grenade, and just thought it was, or it was, and it wasn't. But even then, like my dad had a deactivated grenade, and the whole bottom is drilled out of it. Like they don't. There's not. It's. You can tell. You can touch the inside of it from the bottom. But like on a real grenade, you wouldn't be able to do that. Like it's very obvious when it is a real and not a real grenade.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's just.
I don't even.
I feel bad, horrible, obviously, but at the same time, somebody has to be culpable for that. Close to him, because I don't think that just happens. Oh no, my son found a fucking frag grenade somehow and exploded. Like, no, there's more to that story. That's not true.
Bro just found it underneath his bed, bro. Trust.
Just spawned
It
there,
was just
bro.
a
It was a random
Yeah,
spawn,
bro.
random loot.
A show and tell at school or something.
What, you
No.
think he got it at school?
No.
You think
no.
he got it at school, John?
No.
If everywhere to acquire a frag grenade, you think he got it at a school?
They wouldn't even let you bring a prop grenade to school, bro. Like a plastic
I
grenade.
think there's more likely answers than a fucking school. It had to be a middle school. I don't know any kids with grenades in middle school.
You'd be one badass kid in middle school with a grenade. Nobody would fuck with you.
I think kids in high school with guns, but grenades, man, that's crazy. No, those were illegal guns, by the way. Those kids were in gangs. But anyway. Anyone have any other topics? I mean, I have more, but
I have.
it was so funny. I mean, sad, I should say. because it is sad.
Bro.
But like, what the fuck?
What do
I
you
don't-
think the Native Americans' reactions were when Christopher Columbus came?
Oh my god.
Holy
What is this
shit.
question, bro?
What, you might as well ask me, how did the Jews feel when Hitler came?
Bro, next fucking question.
No, seriously, that's a good like
Badly.
when Christopher Columbus came down. Like
I don't
you
even
think
know
they
what language what their language sounded like.
You think they
Ooh,
knew
bad.
like what was about to happen, or do you?
Bro,
Well, there was a-
they got
John,
fucking
did you not-
slaughtered. What do you?
Did you not? We learned about this in school. We live in the place where it happened.
I know that's not the point. What I'm asking is, what do you think? Like, do you
We
think
know
there
what they
was-
thought. There's reports of it. They were okay with it because they didn't know whether or not they had the facilities to beat us if they attacked us.
What is this fucking question?
And not only that, but like we were cooperative with them for a while. So at first it was chill, and then we were like, "Damn, these motherfuckers would be really easy to just murder."
Yeah,
And
no,
we
I'm
did.
saying, like, what do you think is the like Christopher Columbus
I'm
woke up
fucking
one day
dying, bro.
There's really only two answers here.
Like, man,
They were
I think
mad,
they're, like,
ups-
watering up
or
into it.
scared. Well, because he probably realized it was so easy and he could just take all this land.
What if that never happened? That's what I'm wondering.
Someone out, the British would have did it. Someone else would have did it.
This is past history, literally.
Whoever found this place next would have did it. It's what happened in Australia. It's happened in a bunch of other places.
I'm just wondering, like, what their because they were so sacred of their land and shit.
Yeah, but I'm
So I
saying
just wonder if they thought that him and his crew were like immediate dangers, or if they
probably, but they probably also recognized the first time they saw them was probably in a massive ship in the water, and they're like, "We didn't even know this fucking existed."
What the fuck is that?
Like, what do you think their reactions were?
Probably
if they
were
saw a
like
ship in the water?
they probably recognized it as hostile. Think of it like
What's
this, John.
coming?
Think of it like this. Imagine you're playing fucking DayZ and you're running around with no gear on. You just spawned in and you see a fucking an M1 Abrams tank pull up next to you. Are you gonna attack it?
No.
I'm running the fuck away, dog, or I'm making peace immediately. Okay, there's no other option.
Yeah.
Like instinctively, you would know I am in danger and I'm not in a position to win if I am in true danger. That's like an instinct.
Only U.S. still celebrates Columbus Day.
I know, we really shouldn't. Like, look, I'm not.
We're literally celebrating like the slaughter of millions of innocent people.
Look, we also have NASA fucking space stations named after head Nazis. Okay, we really seem to not care about those kinds of things. The fucking Walter Bren facility in Georgia, like look that guy up. It's a Nazi. Yeah.
Me and the Native Americans would be cool if I lived back then. We'd be chill. We'd be tight. We'd be
Some of
chill.
them, I'll be honest, some of them did attack us immediately without any hesitation. They're like, nope, white bad, we're killing
Bro
him.
said, hell no.
We are not white, he is white, kill him. That's pretty much how it went for some people. And like, I'm not being racist.
Bro
but
was
that's
the
just-
founder
that
of
was just
racism.
true. No, that was just true. Oh, that guy. Yeah, probably. No, we, as in the Europeans, were enslaving some Africans before that. We knew what that was. Yeah.
That was
wonder if
one
that
fucked
would
up
all-
question.
So
all
thank you for the
down,
insightful
like,
conversation, John.
Wow, what's your
like
John,
how it-
would I
how it
have-
all-
Would I?
you wonder how they felt, bro?
No,
Bro,
like how it started? Just like Columbus pulls up, he wakes
he
up.
pulled
in
up with a
morning and
fucking
you just,
Glock 9, was ready to throw down. He said,
he just sees a Native American sleeping in his bed, and he just like stabs him through the throat.
No,
with
I
his
bet you
sword.
it was like, damn, we've seen 300 or 3,000 Native Americans, and not one of us could beat one of our asses. Probably just fucking attack them, because the thing is, I actually do know this: the tribes in the Northeast were extremely non-violent, to the point where they were like over peaceful. Like when you got to the Southwest, they got pretty violent, but not up here. So they were just like over trusting up here, and I think we just immediately recognized that and took advantage of it. Frankly. But Yeah. No, we killed them, John.
Yeah, I know.
So they didn't like us for that long.
Just their reaction, like
My honest reaction to
Bro.
being murdered by a pilgrim.
To being literally murdered. I wonder what the reaction was when he got stabbed with the throat.
Let me think. Oh, speaking of
I have like I have
speaking of shocking topics, not that I want to have really any conversation about this because I'm so uninformed about this, but the Israel-Gaza war stopped? That's crazy, bro. I thought that was gonna go on for the rest of my fucking life. This shit.
I don't even know what that is.
it stopped. I think it was just
Well, no, they stopped fighting because neither side has any war goal anymore. Hamas was just defending themselves after they attacked Israel, and Israel was only attacking until they got the hostages, and now they have the hostages. So it's like neither one of them have a reason to keep fighting each other. Or at least they can't get away with it anymore, and I don't think they're fighting. There was a ceasefire. Everything is back to how it was, essentially.
They were like, wait, this is senseless war? We don't need this?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Militaristically, they were like, we don't have justification for war anymore. And both sides had that same problem, I say, because I'm sure they want to fight each other, but they can't. They don't have the political support to keep going for no reason. But yeah, I was just shocked that it came to a stop at all, frankly.
it's still going on.
I'm sure. Well, it's been going on for 20 years, but it flared up on October 7th, a couple years ago. The war never ended. It's been going on for decades, technically. But
There was a ceasefire.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there was a hostage deal. All the remaining Israeli hostages got released. And that was what Israel was attacking Palestine for, was the hostages.
Palestine is more like Palestine.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Not that I don't care, but I just
I care because our politicians fucking care. If they didn't care, I wouldn't care. Right? Like, I'm not that I care, but I care why the fuck we care. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
like,
too,
I'm happy that's over because like all that happening does is make our politicians look away from other problems.
I'm not too informed on the political and economical state of our world right now, so I couldn't give a fuck.
Listen, bro, I wouldn't know it was happening at all if 155 politicians weren't diehard talking about it for no reason.
The only reason I knew Charlie Kirk was because he got killed. I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything about politics at all.
I know who that guy was for a minute.
I know
bro.
Donald Trump is. I know who that is.
Look, it's not really that political. All I'm saying is all these politicians were like, oh, well, we'll fix this big national issue right after we solve the Israel thing. It's like, guys, come on. No one cares. It's like, it can go on or it can't. We really don't need to care that much about it. So the fact that they don't have a reason to make everyone keep caring about it is good news to me. So, yeah. Now our politicians can talk about the country that they live in and not a different one.
Yeah, bro. Focus on your own shit for real.
That's what I'm saying.
I have some wild topics that I.
What was your last fucking topic? Let me ask you
I
that
thought
one.
you started off real strong, John.
I mean, it's kind of like out there, but would pirates from back then
Bro,
be a nuisance to society today?
bro.
Pirates
What the
pirates
fuck?
exist in the
Like,
modern
how-
day.
No, I
Were you
understand.
high when writing these? Were you on an edible?
These are like genuine questions, like pirates from back then.
No.
Yeah, probably. They'd be greedy as fuck.
The-
How do you think they would fare if
they would all
exist-
die to every country. Hamas could murder them
Yeah.
with their navy, and they don't have a navy.
They'd have shitty muskets and iron
you
swords,
could
bro.
take out a whole pirate ship with probably 2 AKs.
And maybe one grenade.
I bet you one grenade would or at least disable the entire ship if you put it in the right place.
I don't know. I mean,
You hit the bottom of the ship.
John,
it's
when
gonna
you
sink
consider how
eventually.
inaccurate a cannon and a musket are compared to an AK, yeah, I could hit you 300 times before you even come close to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you never played CS:GO?
like if you're within 300 yards of me, I'm hitting you 300 times before you even come near me once. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I mean, I'm not saying that pirates would stand a chance because they wouldn't, but I'm just like, That'd be interesting.
I mean,
You asked if there'd be a nuisance. No, because we can kill them fucking easily.
yeah, even
I
like
think they would
really
be a nuisance.
unequipped armies could probably still kill them.
Like they would.
My grandma could probably kill one.
Obviously.
John, I was telling you, a fucking cruise ship beat a Venezuelan Navy ship in a fucking naval battle. So, really, I bet you the cruise ship could come out on top.
Like they'd probably.
I bet you there's one guy with a revolver on board. He's like, I got this, guys.
They'd overwork.
Bro, just John Wick that shit.
The Navy would.
Hold on, I've been waiting for this moment.
That was an interesting time back then.
Knowing America, though, if we found like an enemy pirate ship from that old, we'd still blow it up with like a $300 million missile.
Definitely.
It's like we gotta make sure, guys.
Yeah, bro. Double tap, you know?
Yes.
First rule.
Exists.
Weapon?
Do you guys think the Kraken exists in real life?
I think something like it exists because low key, there's a lot of unexplained shit in the deep parts of the ocean that would be explained by it.
I agree. I don't think something like.
I think in the
on
deep
scale
ocean,
of
not on the
Kraken
surface.
exists, but something of similar size. Giant squids exist. So
Yeah, they're really giant.
I think there's something that's. Obviously, I don't think it's like.
I mean, the
size of
megalodon
Kraken,
existed.
But
Yeah.
something
I'm saying,
I think
like
there's
if the
only 3% of the
megalodon,
ocean that's explored or something
if
like
the
that.
megalodon can exist, just think about what can exist that's bigger than it. Because the megalodon existed in the ocean, and it couldn't. Let's say somehow an animal as big as the megalodon existed on land, it wouldn't survive.
T-Rex.
It's nowhere near as big as a megalodon.
No, but
I'm saying a megalodon, make that a land animal that can survive on land. How would you even like? What habitat would that even be in? You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't.
Whatever it wanted.
It wouldn't work. So what I'm saying is, the ocean, you can have a much, much, much more adaptable kind of ecosystem for a much bigger animal because there's way more space, way more
You think
space.
Something that like that is.
I
alive
think-
today.
No, I think animals like that would have died when like a meteor hit. I bet you an animal that big would have probably died immediately to something like that, like and not survived at all in any capacity. Would have just died all at once because it's not like instead of probably like a million of these enormous animals, there's probably like 10, but 10 of them take up an enormous amount of space. So if one part of the ocean gets hit with a meteor, it might kill an animal that stretches a big part of it to a degree. Because I bet you there wasn't that many megalodons either. There was probably, I don't know, probably a few thousand. In the
How about
whole
6 or
ocean.
7?
There's only. I think it's like 3% of the ocean that's explored,
Yeah.
something like that. And we still have yet to explore over 90% of the ocean.
Yeah, because it's just
That's crazy.
I don't like the
It's because
ocean.
90% of the
I like
ocean is too deep for us to access without killing ourselves, essentially. Because when the PSI increases by so much when you get deep. My sister, Julia, she can't
The
go.
moment when you stop sunlight.
She can't go beneath like 90 feet in the water because she has this heart condition where the pressure will literally probably kill her if she does. So, like, we are really not built to go deep in the water. Like submarines, the scariest part about that I learned is if that run goes out of power or some catastrophic failure happens and it starts sinking below where it's already at, there is a crush depth that they know as soon as they pass it, it will just implode and everyone's going to die immediately. And it's not even as deep as you think. You think, oh, you think that's probably 3,000 feet down. No, it's like 900 feet under the water, and they implode because the PSI is so high.
You think eventually we'll be able to go down far, or
I think tech will and can go down deeper than us, but humans, no. We'd have to make a structure. We already kind of have them. Saturation divers, they go in these things called bells that get lowered into the really deep part of the ocean that have a different pressure inside the same pressure inside as the ocean, and they're slowly put into it bit by bit so that they don't overpressurize themselves. But when they come back up, they have to go through a whole process to depressurize themselves, and it's a big deal. And
yeah, you can't go straight up, straight up, or you'll literally fucking die.
As soon as if you go straight down really hard, like, I don't know, say 300 meters and go up, your blood will start bubbling and you'll die.
Yeah.
That's why when you see divers go down that deep, they go back up really slowly, so their blood slowly adapts little bit by little bit, so they don't die. Because if they just start going up, even if they had all the energy, their blood would just bubble and they'll die.
Yeah.
I wonder what's lurking down there.
I'm saying we have it's harder for us to explore than space. In space, that's not even true. Space, there's a million ways that we can, there's no, the higher you go in space, the depth doesn't, or the pressure doesn't get higher. It's kind of just the same. But the ocean, it gets higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher because you're under more and more and more pounds of force.
Even if there was dangerous animals down there, I don't think they'd be a threat to society anytime soon, mainly because society can't even reach that depth in the first place.
Yeah, and
but I think
the ocean's the same way.
Animals that exist that we haven't discovered that
because they don't come up. The way the ocean works with most animals, if they live in the deep parts, they'll never come up above that ever. They only exist in that part of the ocean. They don't go higher. Yeah. So because exactly the same way we can't go lower, they can't go higher. So it's like
1,000% then.
So for 1,000%, there's probably all sorts of insane shit that we have no idea exists because we don't even have the capacity to go discover it. At least physically, we could probably put a camera down there. We have cameras in like 3,000 feet in Antarctica beneath the surface. We have really deep, observatories for cameras, but people can't go that deep without dying.
How far down is the Titanic?
So you gotta understand the floor of the ocean changes depending on where you are on the Earth and how deep it is.
Yeah.
I don't think that part of the ocean's as deep as somewhere in some places in the Pacific Ocean per se.
But it's still incredibly far down.
It's still really deep.
Can't even get
beneath crush depth. I mean, that's what happened to the fucking ocean gate or whatever. Those guys exceeded crush depth and imploded.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, their whole thing was their submarine was supposed to be able to withstand the crush depth. And I saw this. The BBC put this out a couple days ago. It was so fucking funny, and the comments were even better. It was. New reports discovered that the OceanGate submarine imploded due to structural problems. And all the comments were like, "Really? Did it? Did it now? This is just coming to you right now." 2 years later.
What about the fucking Xbox 360 controller y'all were using with the fucking stupid ass?
Shockingly, I don't think that really had anything to do with it, but it would have been a problem eventually. I'm sure.
Yeah. What if your just batteries fucking died or something, bro?
I think there's something. Yeah, no, I think.
What if bro had stick drift?
The size of the Kraken that exists.
That is some shit. I used to love those nature videos, those divers on probably the Learning Channel or whatever, something like that. They go underwater. It was so cool. They go into reefs and look at the fish and go into shipwrecks and look at the shipwreck. It was the coolest. I forget what it's called. It's this British guy. He was awesome. And I love that. I would never deep sea dive because it looks terrifying to do, but I'll watch it all day. It's awesome.
You watch it?
Unlike those fucking cave divers.
I think the Megalodon still exists,
bro. But you know what's not cool to watch are those fucking those spelunkers that go in caves that are 18 inches tall, and they're on their backs. Fucking, that is the most horrifying thing you could possibly do for no reason.
I think the Megalodon still exists, to be honest with you.
I don't think so, because I think it existed in a depth that we could discover. I don't think it was that deep in the ocean.
But there's definitely sharks that are bigger than... I think the biggest shark is the whale shark. That on record. But I think there's sharks
the killer whale?
No, a whale shark.
I don't know that existed.
I think there's sharks that are bigger than ones that we've already found that we don't know exist.
Yeah, I think there's. Yeah,
we're still discovering new animals.
That's what I mean. I think what you're saying is there's evidence to believe that a bigger version of an animal that we know could exist.
Definitely.
Yeah, I do believe that too. There's a lot of archaeological evidence to imply that things existed even if we haven't seen them or even had any record of them. There's a bunch of a lot of people don't know this, but there's more than just
world's largest fish, 61 feet long.
That's crazy. There's more than just the Homo sapien though, for instance. There was the fucking, what's the other one? Not Homo sapien, the Neanderthal. But there were a bunch of other human offsprings too that a lot of people don't know about. And a lot of them are believed to exist because there's so little evidence that only barely exists But a lot of them are like shit I had no idea existed. Like there were actual Hobbit people in the Philippines. Like their bones they're like literally 3.5, 4 feet tall. And they
There's
were
stuff like that in Reddit too, like bones of like dwarfs and shit.
yeah, like that shit's so interesting to me because I'm like, really, there were little fucking little guys in the Philippines running around, little fucking Oompa Loompas. That's awesome. But yeah, no, there's some cool shit. I'm not an archaeologist, but I seen some cool shit. You good speech? Um, where's my fucking? Where's my damn list? You have another topic, John?
Yeah, man, I got a lot.
Just hit me with one. What the fuck? What is my Discord doing? That's fine. We'll keep going. I have a lot too. Speech, do you want me to black out your webcam?
What are your thoughts on Battlefield 6?
Oh, I was actually on my thing. It's really good. I really have very little complaints about it to the point where it's like I don't even know how to review it. It's really good. I honestly just enjoy playing it. It's almost the same thing shit I felt about the beta. It's just the beta, but more. There's a lot more guns. There's a lot more everything. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it'd be easier to tell you what I don't like because there's less. It doesn't look as good as Battlefield 1 or 5. But yeah, Speech, are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
How's the gameplay?
Gameplay's great.
Compared to the beta? Well, it runs smoother, right?
Yeah, it runs smoother. It's pretty much the same. I mean, the game feels the same. They changed a couple of things. They made it so you can't equip 2 rocket launchers now, which I like. I didn't like that in the beta. They nerfed assault rifles because they were kind of OP in the beta. Everyone's using the M4. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. There's just a bunch more gadgets. I haven't unlocked a lot. I'm only like level 15. But it's good. I would recommend it.
Better than 2042. That's all that matters.
Way, 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 way better than 2042.
Yeah, I'll get it at some point. I'm just not in a really rush to get it right now.
Yeah.
But the beta was fun, definitely. I played the beta for 2042 and I knew this game was gonna be shit. And I was right. As was everyone else.
What game?
Because 2042.
Oh, yeah, dude, I knew that was going to be bad immediately. I saw, I remember I have a screenshot on my account from the beta, and it literally is my dude holding an invisible Glock. And
yeah, you showed that to me.
It's just my opinion of this beta so far. And, yeah, no, that's how I feel. Invisible Glock. The game was so fucking buggy at launch. Even in the beta, I was like, this is too buggy for a Battlefield beta. I play Battlefield betas and they're usually buggy, but this is horrible. Like, I knew it was gonna be bad.
That's genuinely got to be one of the worst first-person shooters ever made.
I really don't know how they made it so. The creative director on that would have had to have been actually stupid.
Is the same people that worked on 6 the same people that worked on 2042?
Yeah, yeah. I think they combined with other DICE studios though to make 2042. Like they got outside influence, not just from them. Like a lot of the old devs. A lot of the people who worked on Battlefield 6 are also a lot of old devs. Like unlike Call of Duty, they didn't fucking fire everybody, and they actually have a lot of old developers still. Like there's a couple Bad Company 2 developers from way back. That's what I think the people who made the mini map were Bad Company 2 developers. Like stuff like that. But they really did a good job.
How many maps are in it?
7 or 8. There's 9. There's one TDM map only.
I've seen the most complaints I've seen is people saying that the maps aren't big enough.
I hate that complaint. Some of them, it's not true. I think the maps are fine. I think the issue is some of them have too much cover. There's not enough open space. Like Firestorm, they made it bigger. Like I said, after I think they made it bigger at least after people complain about it. But it has a bunch of cover everywhere, like littered everywhere that wasn't there before. I prefer it because it makes that map actually bearable. And you don't just get sniped every time you walk out of cover immediately. Like it actually makes the map fun. But yeah, it's like hard to snipe in that game. I'd say they aren't long enough. They could make the map longer, have you sit in the back further, because like there are some challenges where you need to kill people at distance, and the maps just aren't big enough to effectively do that. Like they're definitely smaller maps than what people are used to, but I don't know. That doesn't necessarily bother me at all. I guess if you're a sniper or like a camper, it would, but I don't know. That's not how I play.
You think it'll be better than 1?
No,
in the
but
long run?
Well, in the long run, maybe it depends on the stuff they add. But at launch, no, Battlefield 1 definitely had a. They're both amazing games. Don't get me wrong, but 1 is just an amazing game. There's very little wrong with it, at all.
We'll have to see how 6
And Battlefield
ages.
6, hasn't aged at all yet. They're very comparable games. I think it is the best Battlefield launch since Battlefield 1, and I think Battlefield 1 was the best launch of any Battlefield game.
Well, it's safe to say that I think it's going to be a repeat of 2015 or 2016.
Yeah.
And Battlefield is going to completely wipe the floor with Call of Duty.
I think it already is. I mean, they were smart to release a month prior than Call of Duty instead of at the same time, because they gave them a whole month to just destroy Call of Duty before it even comes out. Yeah. And it already is. I mean, I had last time I checked, it had like 450,000 players active at the same time on Steam alone, and it doesn't count EA or the consoles at all. So, yeah, just on Steam PC alone, it has 500,000 players.
COD's cooked. COD's been cooked since 2019. Everything after Modern Warfare, no bueno.
Yeah. But it's just good. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm trying to think of things I didn't like. I guess, and it's not even something that really affects me, but there's it's just good. I don't know. There's a lot of issues with the progression though. Like people, I don't know. Like I said, some of the maps aren't big enough. They don't suit the challenges. Alternatively, you can play against bots. You can set up bot servers and just farm bots, and that sucks for people who aren't doing that. Like FaZe Java, he's uploading Battlefield 6 videos right now, and he in his last one was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, and you can do it, but I kind of feel a certain way about people who do it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I agree with that. Like, the challenges suck, and you're just gonna sit here and cheese all of them." I've seen YouTube shorts on how to do it. It's like, why are you incentivizing this? Like, the game just came out. Like, so that shit sucks, and you really couldn't. I mean, you could do that in earlier games. I remember back in Battlefield 4 when it came out, there were like pistol only servers where you'd get where you get kicked if you didn't use a pistol, and they were fun. But I didn't realize they were farming at the time. I just thought it was fun, and like so it's existed, but not to this degree. Now you can make like a game mode code. So it's like, here's the bot farming game mode code.
And have you tried Portal? Is Portal out?
Yeah, I'm not really into Portal. I don't really care. It's like Forge, but for Battlefield, which I mean is cool. It's just not what I care about. I might learn how to make maps for it or something, but I don't know. I like making maps and stuff. That's like probably the only thing I can envision doing with it. But that's it. I wanted to add a couple things on here.
Yeah, you can.
I'm losing count at this fucking point. I thought we were up to 3, and I guess we were up to 5 boats we blew up now.
Oh
Um,
God.
I stopped hearing about them at this point. It's becoming a regular occurrence.
On like a daily streak. Like,
Bro's about to get
every day.
Bro's about to get a fucking Harrier with the like, yeah, like I guess we blew up a fifth boat. I guess there was some controversy on the fourth boat that I had no idea blew up. I guess there might have been a Colombian or two on board, but like they had drugs. I don't really know why it matters that much. I guess it is Colombia, you know, that kind of matters, but I don't know. But yeah, blew up in a fifth boat. Still the same shit. Drug boat full of drugs. They blew it up. And I just thought it was crazy because now we're deploying like strategic bombers there, like the ones we drop a fucking nuke from if we wanted to. And we're just like, yeah, we got a strategic bomber Venezuela. What's up? What's up? We're just like, we're doing tests near them, like barely in their airspace, trying to freak them out. And their response, just, I think our country wants to kill Maduro, frankly. So I think they're just like testing them, like, yeah, fuck with us and we'll kill your fucking leader. Like, and that's literally what they're saying, frankly. But I mean, shit, he's internationally recognized as an illegitimate leader of that country. Like, it's not just us that think that. So, I mean, shit, I don't know. I wouldn't really be against it either way. But the whole point is, we're just doing military air drills, allegedly, in the South Caribbean. And they, as a show of force, deployed their single and only F-16 fighter jet to intercept us. Mind you, after we already left. Because they probably didn't want to come into a confrontation with their only fighter jet versus our entire fucking Air Force. Like,
oh, they definitely win that one.
They very, again, it was reported they very obviously waited till we left the airspace to then respond with quote unquote aggression from the fighter jet, which is basically just the fighter jet flying up close to where our plane was and going, oh, we're here, we'd kill you if we were here. Like, doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was fucking funny that their response to our nuclear bomber was their one and only fighter jet in the entire fucking country.
The question is, when will 6 be?
What?
When will the sixth boat be destroyed?
It's probably fucking being blown up right now. Like, for all I know,
we're in the middle of recording the podcast, and 3 Venezuelans dudes their heads are chopped off in the middle of the Pacific.
Dude, I was talking to my mom.
On fire.
I was talking to my mom about this. They must not know what's going on outside of Venezuela, because there's no way you could get me in a boat. If I'm a Venezuelan and they're like, drive the boat to America, I'm like, you're gonna have to kill me. I'm not going on that boat. Like, I don't know how these people are like, yeah, I'll just get on the boat to my certain death. I mean, for the last 4 guys, they all blew up immediately, but maybe it'll be different for me. Like, no. It's gonna be exactly the same every time. So I don't know what the plan or the goal is.
They must not know.
That's
obviously.
You couldn't get me on that boat if I knew. Like, I'd be like, you're literally gonna have to shoot me because I'd rather get shot than fucking incinerated on boat. Like, literally
eaten by sharks after.
Yeah, the Coast Guard's gonna come.
Probably still alive.
The Coast Guard's gonna fucking come up to my charred fucking corpse, bitten in half by a shark. Yeah, yeah. Hell no, bro. Like, they really must not know. And my mom said that. I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because I just couldn't imagine like knowing and be like, yeah, I'll just go get myself blown up for sure. But yeah, I don't know what's even gonna happen. I feel like if a war happens, I don't even know what to expect. Like, I either it's gonna be over immediately or it's gonna be annoying. I really don't know which.
Oh well, it's gonna be over immediately. I'll tell you that.
That's what we thought with Vietnam, and then it wasn't. Like but then again,
America was a different country 50 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying the amount of people we put into Vietnam and we still couldn't get the job done. It was like 600,000 Americans. Like, we deployed a lot of people there and we couldn't take it over. But then again, that wasn't like an isolated issue. That was a lot mainly because we couldn't really use air support. Our politicians were like, no, you can't bomb Hanoi, you can't bomb the North because you're indiscriminately bombing. It was a response to World War II, because when World War II in Germany, we were indiscriminately bombing Berlin and blew up a bunch of civilians in an accident, trying to blow up factories. So the politicians were like, you can't do that in Vietnam. And granted, I mean, sure, that's a fair argument, but we lost the war because that was what our doctrine revolved around, was air supremacy. So now I have no idea what would happen if that happened now, because I haven't fought a war like that since those things have kind of been laid back at all. It'd either be like a Vietnam or it'd be like a Vietnam and Iraq or in Afghanistan. It's one of the three. Those are the three, because those are all recent enough to resemble how a modern war would behave.
I mean, there's 2 world wars.
That's true. But
Vietnam
again,
Wars.
but that's exactly though what we thought in Vietnam. That was fresh off of World War II and the Korean War. We were like, with the Korean War, we secured everything. We brought it back to how it was. World War II, we destroyed. We blew up a whole fucking country with a big ass bomb, and we got Hitler to kill himself. Like, we accomplished that. So we really thought Vietnam was going to be just like a home run, and it sucked. So I'm not saying we couldn't do it. I'm saying I feel like if it got bad enough, a lot of people wouldn't do it. They wouldn't go because we're not drafting. We're volunteering. At that point, it would be a volunteering issue.
I don't think the draft is ever going to come back.
I don't think I think the government knows there would be riots if it ever came back, like a lot. Because
sure.
there was protests in Vietnam over the draft, but like, I don't know, stuff has gotten a lot more crazy over the years. I feel like it would be a lot worse than what it was. So that people weren't protesting as hard as they would now.
They'd have to build multiple jails for the amount of people that refuse
They'd build
to
some
go.
new military jails, bro. And you know what they'd probably do is send those people to fucking war.
Like, it'd be different if you drafted me and I actually had like a reason, like, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna go. Like, if there was a draft after 9/11 and I got drafted, I'd be like, okay, I might die, but at least I get to fuck up some people that
go
fuck
kill
my
Al
country
Qaeda.
up.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure.
Where if there was a draft and it was for something so stupid like the Vietnam War, there would definitely be
I like learning about wars and why we did them and what benefits they had to the geopolitical world. Good luck catching me figuring out why the fuck we cared about Vietnam. I guess they were turning communist and we didn't like that, but it's fucking Vietnam. Like, they're next to communist China, and
yeah, that's literally the whole reason why, is because
they're next to China. But
into the war because
we wanted another ally next to China.
Communism.
We wanted to take over South Vietnam and make it democratic so we could be on China's southern border. It's what we wanted with Korea, but that didn't pan out. So 10 years later, like, we're gonna try it again, and it didn't fucking work, and they're communists now. So, yeah, like,
I think the Vietnam War is the most fucked up war in history.
yeah, it didn't serve to benefit us at all. Like, if we lived in fucking Thailand, it would have been a really, really just war. We would have wanted to fight it, but we don't. We live in the United States, not near us. So, like, winning or losing that war really didn't change anything in the country other than make people upset that we were even there to begin with. And I feel like that wouldn't be the same in Venezuela. I feel like if we did that, by the way, people would be like, okay, well, this guy's fucked up. We should get rid of him. Sure, fair enough. Like, I feel like recruitment wouldn't be an issue unless because we have made it seem like that would be really easy. So, like, if like Russia did the same thing before they invaded Ukraine, they're like, if we were to do this, it'd be so easy. Don't worry. Join up. You won't have to worry about a thing. And then it turns out it wasn't very easy. And now they're in a 3-year-long war, and the recruitment numbers are low because no one wants to go die, right? So it's like they have to find alternative ways. Oh, we'll pay you $1 bajillion if you come fight with us. Like, they have to up the stakes to get recruits. And if that started happening, yeah, I think it would suck.
Well, I'm just thinking this is kind of like a topic. What if Japan never got nuked?
Again? Never?
Yeah. What if Nagasaki never got nuked?
We would have lost like 1 million soldiers invading Japan. That was the estimate. That's why we nuked them.
You think the war still would have? If you think the U.S. would have still won the
war? Yeah, because right before we nuked Japan, Russia declared war on them like that the same day, and Japan just lost all their territory immediately to Soviet Russia and China, like literally within the span of 3 days. So they were already losing the war pretty badly, and they were relying on Russia not declaring war on them, and Russia didn't for the entire war, right until we nuked them, and Japan was really weak and wanted to surrender. Then they declared war on Japan and started invading them. So if we didn't, I think that was another reason why, because if we didn't nuke Japan, we were worried that Russia would take it over and make it communist.
Mm-hmm.
So we nuked Japan, so not only did we not have to spend 1 million soldiers invading it just to take it over, but we nuked it so they would surrender and not become communists. So it was 3 reasons. And I think that would have happened if we didn't nuke it. I think we would have been unable to invade them for long enough for the Russians to do it successfully and take them over instead. But yeah.
Well, it's interesting I've seen videos of like Hiroshima and Nagasaki compared today to after the detonation, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow. Think
No,
like
it doesn't. I've seen it.
Starfield, a planet in Starfield, and this is fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
nuclear bombs.
and it's like, holy shit, they rebuilt everything.
Yeah, nuclear bombs, against contrary belief, they aren't themselves that long lasting. It's mainly the fallout that can be long lasting, but the impacted area usually it's gonna have a lesser fallout than what's around it because that fallout's gonna go downstream, down the windstream, and go other places. But where that happened, it's gonna be dispersed rather quickly, the fallout. So like that's usually the thing. Like I think when my mom was a kid, and they were worried about nukes, they would say that like if a nuke goes off, stay inside for a couple of days, wait for the fallout to end, and then go outside. Because if you go out within that first couple of days, you're gonna get irradiated and die. But if you stay inside, you can outlast the fallout and come outside when the air is not irradiated. Essentially. But it's that quick. Like within a week, locally to you might be in the now safe area that was previously full of radiation.
People are still dying to this day from the bombs that drops.
Yeah, no, I know people people who were there primarily, or people children of them, yeah, or just in there are some places like in the world in Chernobyl, the elephant's foot. That is still the most radioactive place on Earth because they can't do anything about it. It's too radioactive to fuck with, essentially. So they just have to kind of leave it there. I bet you if you go to a place, I bet you there's places like that in Japan, or in 2011 when they had that nuclear meltdown for the tsunami. I bet you there's places near that if you go to, you can get heavy radiation and die. I'm pretty sure there actually is, now I think about it. Yeah.
Sounds like a trip I'd want to take.
Dying from radiation challenge? Yeah. Now, nukes are honestly kind of a crazy thing because, it is the reason why World War II ended when it did. It would have gone on for at least another year, or maybe even two, if we didn't do that.
It's funny because it's the reason World War II ended, and it's also could be the reason why another war starts.
But it's also been the reason why another big war hasn't started, because everyone's afraid of fucking blowing each other up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it has its pros.
And it's that's what I mean. It's fucked up how there is a point of destruction that's so huge where everyone has to accept that this is the great equalizer and we need to just chill. Because if we don't, we're all gonna fucking die. Yeah. It's crazy how that actually happened. There was a couple times where that almost didn't happen. We almost blew each other up. I told you I think that was on the deleted episode. In the 80s when a single Russian guy saved the whole planet because Russia thought they were getting nuked. He's like, nah, trust me, we're not getting nuked, trust me, guys. And just didn't report it, and he was right, they weren't getting nuked, but if he had reported it, they would have launched nukes at us and killed us. Just randomly. To us, it would have seemed completely random. We would have just been chilling in 1986 when we just got nuked for no reason. Because we didn't do anything. It was just clouds. That they caught on their radar. But, yeah, we have gotten so close to actually almost accidentally doing that. Which is why, when the Soviet Union fell apart, everyone was like, oh, thank God. Because they were really the only people making everyone so scared of it. They were threatening with it a lot. I mean, North Korea does now, but, we all know who would win in a nuclear battle if only North Korea attacked us. Okay, it would be so lopsided. That place would look like a fucking...
Hiroshima and Nagasaki were bad.
The place would look like a Minecraft world full of only TNT, bro.
It would look like the Minecraft world of the dude's PC that it's just like real life, man.
Yeah. We still have a shit ton of nukes, I'm pretty sure, but a lot of them are smaller. We used to have way bigger ones because bigger scary, but that became an arms race. Who has the bigger nuke? And it came to a point where it's like, okay, guys, this is just a fucking big bomb that we made for no reason.
I saw a deactivated nuke at that ship.
Really?
Weeks ago. Yeah.
What?
Low-key kind of scary, not gonna lie. Because
deactivate. You touch it.
The guy, the kid killed himself with.
Deactivate, quote unquote, deactivated nuclear bomb. You would never know it if it wasn't.
Yeah, he was like, "You want to touch it?" I'm like, "No, I'm good."
John, if it was activated, yeah, but you'd never know. You just see a really bright light, and then God's like, "Yo, what's up?" Like just that quick, like you turn into particles, bro.
Like the Venezuelans on the boat.
Nah, that was a lot slower of a particle acceleration. That was quite a slow burn, some would say.
Got cooked alive.
Yep. I mean,
Medium rare.
you gotta hope if you somehow are surviving the situation that you have enough time to jump out off the boat in flames into the water. It never seems to happen, so I'm assuming that's not very likely. I never see anyone doing that. I see them all just kind of cooking. So it seems like a relatively hard thing to do. Because it never seems to happen. But yeah, we could stop now, or we could do one more. If we did one more, we'd hit 130. We'd be good.
Well, we've only been recording since I think
Oh, that's true.
8.
Right.
So we can just do one more.
Yeah. Oh my god, you see the new YouTube UI on YouTube? I don't know why I had to
I was searching for a video earlier today, and
on your
I
computer?
couldn't filter. No, on my phone.
Oh, I'm not on the computer.
And I couldn't filter by channel or view count or anything. I'm like, what the hell happened?
I didn't know that. I was saying if you look at on the computer, they made it look. I hate it personally. They put an oval or a circle around every button and got rid of all the squaring. Everything's rounded now, which looks horrible. And they also made it like full screen UI, so when you're in full screen and you scroll down, it brings up, like, you ever watch YouTube on the TV and you can tap down and see all the suggested videos?
Yeah.
You can do that in full screen on YouTube now. It looks so weird. Like they completely just remove the legacy UI. Now it's just completely different. I thought that was weird because I thought it looked fucking ugly, and I wish they didn't. I like that the whole full screen scroll down to find videos thing, but making everything oval looks horrible. I don't
understand why companies, if it ain't broke.
I know it's YouTube. It's one of the most. Well, I can't say not broken things. It is fucked up these days, but like, it works fine, functionally.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They've changed it 100 fucking times, and they've made it look dumber every time.
It's like there's this app, Bleacher Report. It's like a sports app for sports news and stuff. It worked flawlessly. It was completely fine. And they, like, a few months ago, they reworked and changed the whole app design for whatever reason, and it's terrible now. To the point where it used to be the #1 most downloaded app and most active app for sports news and stuff, aside from ESPN on the App Store. It went from, I think, the top 3 down to like in the 20s or something, because everyone uninstalled it because the new UI update was so terrible that was not needed.
There was a Valve source code leak that gave me some insight into why this shit happens. There was someone in some developer comment typing about how this code sucks because they're stuck using an archaic UI format. And it made me realize, like, damn, so they must have this issue where, like, they fire old UI developers, or they don't fire them, you old UI developers, but they move on to new software. They have to teach these old developers new software, or rather new developers old software, and it just makes everything so dysfunctional. And I think it's probably because of layoffs. I bet you, like, the old devs get fired and new ones come in and don't know how to do the job of the previous guy the same way he did. So it just slowly gets worse.
Right, you can't filter by channel anymore or view count.
So dumb.
Yeah, you can't. What are they thinking?
I know, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm on the desktop right now looking. You can't filter by channel because you used to be able to before. You used to be able to filter by channel, view count, upload date. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh my god! Like, that's
crazy. I had no idea, but that's crazy.
Big, like, frustration topic is these companies nowadays. I mean, look at everything wants to be Hulu UI or Netflix, and it doesn't work.
I don't even know why everything wants to look like that. It doesn't.
Everything wants to be horizontal, and it looks terrible.
And not just that, but, like, where did the praise for this UI style come from? It never looked good to anybody, and I don't know why everyone thinks it looks great. Or I know people like me don't think it looks great, but, like, how did the developers think it looks good? Where did these people come from, and how did they get such a shitty fucking opinion on what looks good? Because I'll be honest, like, I'd rather the UI of, like, 2015 YouTube than right now. it looked fine. I've seen videos of the UI back then. It's completely functional. There's no, oh, look at new settings we have. Oh, look at the homepage. Look at the news page. Look at this big ad that takes up half the screen. Look at the pop-out player. It's like, bro, you got your subscriptions, you got your favorites, you got your channel, you got the homepage, you got the search box. That's it. And you got a filter. Like, what else do you even need? I don't know why it just gets so much more complicated and convoluted and less functional and less visually appealing over the years. I don't know how that is possible, and I don't know what benefit that serves the company to literally downgrade their service year by year.
Absolutely nothing.
Why even do it then? Just leave it alone. Yeah. Like, I don't get it at all. Where is the motive?
These companies are just I don't even know.
It's crazy. Like, there's actually no way to wrap my head around why you would do that.
It's almost like they do it on purpose just to get more people talking about their platform, which generates more money.
I would believe that. There's conspiracy theories that like artists will, or their labels will pay article companies to just make random articles about these celebrities so people just remember that they exist. Because like the articles, what is Beyonce's new favorite shoe? It's like, you could think someone cares about that, but does anyone really care about that? Or is this just a company being paid by the label to talk about this Beyonce? So
no, that definitely happens.
Because I feel like that's a very similar thing happening here. It's like, how do we get more interaction on YouTube? Well, I know we change everything for no fucking reason, and everyone will go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so we can get people that don't watch YouTube to go on YouTube to see what everyone's talking about, and then they get hooked in.
At least for a second, and that isn't. Yeah, it's true. It is more money because they're watching probably ads. That is true. But it's not even like a long-term success. Like, eventually that's going to wear off. Everyone's going to stop caring. But I guess if you're trying to pump up numbers and go, hey, boss, look at these great numbers, probably just take that one day that was really good that you changed everything on for no reason and go, look at this. We did good this month. Look at this day. Like, I don't know. I can't. That's the only thing I can imagine that makes sense on why you'd actually do it on purpose. Because it doesn't make sense to do.
Yeah, modern UI is just...
I don't know how.
People that even make these decisions have any brains
or eyes. That's a better, or eyeballs, because they don't. The things that they're making don't look good. It scares me to think that these people are certified graphic designers. Like, really? Like,
what happened to the days of you launch a game and you see three things: you see campaign, multiplayer, and Spec Ops.
And you can still make it look cool. Like an MW2, yeah, it's like you click it and there's a guy in the background, multiplayer.
Yeah. Now
like,
you launch a game. You launch a game, and Hunt does this, which pisses me. Every game does this now. You launch a game, and the first thing you're greeted with, Battle Pass.
News. New updates. Rewards.
You can't skip it for like 5 seconds.
I hate it. It's like, I don't even know what the main menu looks like right now, and you're showing me rewards.
You know what Warzone does? Warzone. It takes about 15 seconds to get into a Warzone like lobby to find a match, because when you first launch Warzone, you're greeted with the screen that says buy the battle pass now, and then you can't skip it for like 5 seconds. But then after you skip it, it brings you to the section to buy the battle pass, and then you have to get out of that section to go into the Warzone lobby.
You know your game is good when before I even see the game nodes, I've been given an advertisement.
Literally. The first menu that you even see is it automatically brings you to the store menu to buy the battle pass, instead of just, we're going to give the player the choice to go into whatever menu.
Do you remember,
because they're the consumer,
in BO2 in the settings how you could say, yeah, load me straight into multiplayer, straight into zombies, straight into campaign.
So hard.
It's like, and there was no ads that just fucking jump scared you when you opened the game. Like, you just play. I mean, maybe when the DLC came out, but that would stop happening after the DLC got old. Like, it wouldn't keep happening.
Yeah, that's what you're greeted with now when you launch Warzone. Is a screen for the battle pass.
It's the same formula.
For the battle pass, and then you skip that advertisement, and then it brings you to the actual place where you can buy the battle pass.
It's the same formula as way back in the day. It's just more egregious, because like back in the day they would do the same thing with DLCs, but again there'd be 1 or 2 of them, 4 of them at most for the whole game. Now there's like 300 different microtransactions you can buy immediately at launch, so you have to skip through 300 new fucking offers when you open the game. Like, oh no, I don't want to buy this. Nope, actually, matter of fact, I don't want to buy any of this. Nope, decline. Like it just keeps going.
I gotta throw some of the blame to Fortnite, to be honest with
I
you.
throw most of the blame to Fortnite, honestly. But it really,
Because I can't remember. I mean, multiplayer games before Fortnite, there was none of that.
look, I'm gonna say
There
two
was,
games.
but it wasn't shoved in your face.
I'm gonna say 2 games, and it hurts me to say this other one, but Fortnite is one of them. It popularized shitty business practice in games because everyone loved Fortnite, and it had really kind of egregious business practice. Yeah, let's sell all these skins to kids, and like for the time that was very egregious compared to everything else, and because it was very targeted at kids. But I'll be honest, before that, when the whole loot box thing started happening, and like CS:GO, and all that, I think that started a lot of the supply drop stuff and like Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty and stuff. But I think the loot box stuff in CS:GO came from like the early 2010s. You remember all those like old grandmas who'd online gamble on those websites back? I think the CS:GO gambling came from that, and then the supply drops came from the CS:GO gambling, and then the battle pass came from that kind of advertise or marketing. You know what I mean? Like it kind of had a lineage. But frankly, I think it would have just died out and been like how it was for when we were growing up if Fortnite didn't create the fucking battle pass. But I think now that has become a business kind of avenue, everyone's like, not only do we need DLC forever, there cannot be a game we ever put out without DLC, but there needs to be 300 of them, and they need to all cost $20 at least. It's like, it just got so egregious so fast.
I wouldn't have a problem with it if A, it wasn't shoved in my face, and B, like, well, yeah, that's right. If it wasn't shoved in my face, I would have no problem with it.
Let me turn it off, Call of Duty. Like, I don't want to play this game and watch Nicki Minaj fucking
like,
jump shot me with a fucking alien gun. I just want to play the game.
If it wasn't shoved in my face, it would be more of a positive than a negative.
Yeah, all I need to do is let you toggle it.
It'd be more content, which is great because who doesn't like new content?
Don't,
but when you shove it in my face to buy it, that's the like.
Don't flash me with a buying offer when I open the game, and let me disable viewing it. In Battlefield, you can disable user content. Why can't I do that in Call of Duty? Like
you can do that in Battlefield too.
I'm pretty sure. And I think all that does is it probably gets rid of, or I don't know if it does anything right now, but I bet you what it will do is get rid of like, I don't know, microtransaction camos or something. Like I'm sure it'll be something like that. Like I can't imagine what else it would do.
Like hide. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't think of anything else it would do, frankly. So like, but either way, give me that setting in Call of Duty, and I don't care if there's 300,000 microtransactions. I'll never even see them to begin with. Let me have the option to not see them, because I promise you, by the time I get to the settings to turn them off, you've already hit me with 11 advertisements for them. So trust me, I've seen them. Okay, I just don't want them. So let me turn it off. Like, yeah, but shoot, yeah. I mean, we're near 1:30. I'm sure it's less than that because I started recording earlier, but it's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should really shorten it anyways, to be honest with you, because Speech isn't here.
Yeah, you had to go. It's okay. It's not that much shorter anyway.
No, this episode was like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. And he was here for like half.
TCA episode 5. Thank you for being here, everyone.